Hi friends, it's Michelle Maddox of Sedona Meditation Experiences and another episode of Sedona Meditation Adventures. And this week my adventure is in one of the sandy, wet areas along an arroyo in Sedona. And you can see the flowers are just amazing right now. We've had this beautiful monsoon season and it brought a lot of rain. And these sandy areas are where you find these beautiful yellow wildflowers, as well as many others. And maybe you can hear the quail in the background. I'm visited by a bunch of gamble quail in my spot here today. I wanted to talk to you today about why to have a meditation practice. There's a lot of reasons, and everybody's going to be motivated a bit differently. I want to share with you my motivation, why meditation has been so important to me. I was lucky that meditation came into my life early. I was actually a freshman in high school in the 80s in Indiana at a Catholic school, all the things that would point to not being introduced to meditation, but somehow it was just meant to be. And I learned from an early age that meditation helps me to live a more spiritual life. And I find that to be even more true as an adult. With the demands of adulthood and the stress that comes from our modern life, meditation is a practice that helps me to keep my intuitive pathways open. And that's helpful for many things. One of the things it's so good for is to help me be in touch with my truer self, so that I'm able to be who I like to be, and not just some person who shows up stressed out and really low on resource. When I meditate, it helps boost my resources so that I feel filled up, and therefore I have more to share with the people around me. And it's so important to have some sort of practice that does that for you. And meditation for me is that practice. Another place where I see this intuitive connectiveness being so important is in the work that I'm doing now as a facilitator of ancestral healing. And I've worked with a lot of different people who are curious about doing ancestral healing and get them into all the right states that they need to be in to make that intuitive leap to connect with the spirit guide. And I've noticed that for folks who have some kind of a spiritual practice, like meditation, that process is so much easier. Because it's like we're surrounded with all of this connection, the ability to connect to nature, to your ancestral guides, to whatever it is that you're intuitively wanting to connect to. And yet, when all you can hear is the static and noise up in your head, when you can't get past that, it's impossible to recognize the subtle, nuanced way that these spirit guides speak to you. And you just miss it, you just miss it. And then it's frustrating because you feel like you can't connect. And I'm telling you, all it takes is some time. Doing your practice, doing meditation, doing yoga, doing whatever it is that you do to really let the nervous system calm down and help you to not only experience those subtler states within you, but to open up your intuitive senses so that you can hear or see or feel however the intuition comes through you. You have to be open to be able to process that. It's not just going to be there, because you want it to be. It's like our diets. If you live on a diet of junk food, you're not going to be as sensitized to your body's needs, right? You're just kind of numbed out. Whereas if you're eating a healthy diet of fruits and vegetables, and being more conscientious about giving your body what it really needs, then your body's going to be able to respond in ways that you are sensitive to. You're not just stuffing more junk down the hole, right? You're allowing your body to be nourished and fed, and in return, You get to have the experience that we're meant to have of being in touch with the needs of your body. Same with intuition. If you're feeding your spiritual and your mental and your just whole self with the garbage that's in our society, the noise of social media, the noise of just busy, stress-related lives, you're not able to get to that calmer place where you recognize the subtler energies that are always there. You just have to be able to turn your dial to the frequency where you can tune into them. And it doesn't take much. Just a 10, 15 minutes of meditation a day is a great place to start. Start with me now. Let's do a little meditation. You can see I'm around these beautiful yellow wildflowers, and yellow is the color of the solar plexus chakra. So let's do a meditation here with the solar plexus chakra. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes. And as always, take a couple of centering breaths. Use these breaths to really take in some fresh air. And exhale away all the story of your day. And at your own pace, take a couple of breaths like that. And then gently allow your breath to find its own rhythm. And stay with the breath for a moment. Notice the breath. See if you can breathe down into your solar plexus. It's the area right by the V of your rib cage, right where your stomach is. So take a couple of breaths. If it helps, you can put your hand on your solar plexus and see if you can expand that part of your body with your breath. And then fully exhale and feel that part of your body depress. And just take a couple of slow breaths, get the rhythm of breathing into your solar plexus. And then just take a moment to feel your solar plexus as your power center. You can think of the sun, yellow and powerful, and imagine that you have the power of the sun right there in your solar plexus. And let it shine. Let that power and that strength shine out into the space around you. And if it feels blocked in any way, that's where you can use your creative imagination to visualize the flow of energy shining brighter. And you can say to yourself, I am powerful. I am powerful. And see if you can find that power within your solar plexus. We'll take a few breaths here in silence. And then gently start to bring your awareness back into the space around you. It takes practice to meditate. If you felt something there, if you were able to connect to your solar plexus, fantastic. If not, that's okay too. It takes practice. That's why we call it a meditation practice. And my job is to help support you in that practice. I support you by doing meditation experiences here in Sedona. If you're new to meditation and you want to have a really good experience meditating, Sedona is a great place to do that. And I can hold the space for you and guide you through a meditation, as well as explain meditation to you and answer any questions that you might have. And I also support people online through Zoom, through custom meditation experiences online. If you're going through something and you would like support with meditation, I can make a custom guided meditation for you. And I'm also offering meditation circles, which are starting soon. These are monthly circles that you can join, and we meet a few times a week to be guided by me into meditations. So if you're having a hard time sticking with your practice, it's really helpful to have a group that you meditate with where you meet regularly, and to have that space be held for you by a professional and by a group of meditators. I hope you can join me in one of these ways that I can support you. All right, my friends, that's it for this week. Thanks for joining me, and until next week, this is Michelle Maddox saying goodbye for now.